Hey, thanks for joining us on this edition of the Council Recap. Council met Monday, February 5th, 5:30 in the Council Chambers, a relatively short meeting. First item on the agenda was awarding bids and awards. We had a lift station telemetry project. The city has 21 lift stations throughout the community. Right now, the stations are connected by telephone lines, and those are proving unreliable. In times of precipitation, we get short circuits and that sort of thing. A lot of false alarms from the lift stations about warning us of problems at the facility. So this will do away with that and move towards a radio communications from the lift stations to the wastewater treatment plant. There's also a SCADA system at the plant that needs to be integrated with these lift stations and the radio communications. That was another part of the overall proposal. And then oversight of the contract by SEH to make sure those things are working properly. The total budget for that was $300,000. Bids came in at little over $205,000. Council went ahead and awarded those projects to make sure our sewer collection system continues to work effectively, and any kind of problems are reported on a consistent basis. We approved an audit engagement with Clifton Larson Allen for our city's financial audit and other divisions of the city. That contract is for $45,375, a 1.74% increase. We also updated our investment interest policy. Interest earnings have been down, so we needed to adjust that from the standing policy that said the first $450,000 went to the building fund. We reduced that to $300,000 to more accurately reflect interest earnings of the city's funds. Council approved that. We had an agreement with GNR Truck Wash. They wanted us to subordinate on a loan that they've had for some past solid waste charges that they've been paying off. We had several conditions that were added to that. Basically, they'll continue to pay a little over $1,800 a month for the next 35 months to resolve those past solid waste charges that go into our sewer system from truck wash system that they have here in town. Council approved that. We also had, we were very fortunate to learn from the DNR that we were eligible for 50% of our phase 1 project that's on the North Main flood project. This will be working in conjunction with the Community Rec Center. That levee project would complete the North Main flood project. The amount of funds that we've been notified that the DNR would have would be a little over $1.1 million, and those will match our local option sales tax. So we weren't assured of getting those funds, so we're pretty excited to hear that the DNR freed up some funds and be able to match that 50% of those costs. Otherwise, we probably would have been looking at moving forward and doing it with solely based on our local option sales tax. So great news on that front. Council also approved Jennifer Bratton to the Human Rights Commission. We appreciate her volunteering and giving of her time to the community. If you're interested in serving on a committee, please feel free to visit our website. There's plenty of opportunities to customize your interest in giving back to your community if you'd like to do that, or feel free to give me a call as well. We had adjustment of an annexation that we had previously approved by the City Council. The boundaries were off slightly, so we had to adjust those boundaries. Council rescinded a previous resolution and adopted the new annexation resolution that was a little bit more tailored to the exact properties we were looking for. We also contracted, Council approved action for the Planning and Zoning Department to remove junk or legally stored vehicles. We had 4 different properties that Council approved. We want to have this serve as a reminder to you if there's neighborhood property that you have some concern about and wondering if they might be in conflict with city ordinances. Feel free to give the Planning and Zoning Department office a call. That number is 437-9950. We'd love to take a look if you think there's some concern there. We've been pretty aggressive about trying to take after those things and make sure that they don't detract from our neighborhoods. You might have seen an article in the local paper on that recently about the efforts that we've done over the past year and year plus. So any questions on these items or anything else, please feel free to give me a call. My number is 437-9941. Otherwise, hope you're staying warm out there. We'll talk to you soon.